Hello, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. Always a pleasure, and I mean that, to be here with Kenny and Shaq. And one of the more versatile bigs in the league, Greg Monroe. We'll get a chance to see him right here. Shaq, what makes him so good?
He has no problem being at the center of an offense, and his mid-range game reminds me of the game I never had, but creates that space for him.
A part of the game you never had.
Well, I had it. I just didn't go to it.
Okay, now there's a Shaquille O'Neal, I know. I think he feels at home in either position. He could play power forward or center. That's what makes him. He's versatile. The great Shaquille O'Neal at times couldn't play power forward, so if he could do it, then it's incredible.
Just about game time.
Oh, yeah.
Let's send it to Kevin Harlan. He's got the call.
Kenny, you're wrong. I forgot. I played power forward in college.
At shooting, Monte Ellis. At center, Miles Turner. At power forward, Thaddeus Young. At the other guard position, Jeff Teague. At the other forward position, Paul George. The head coach of the visiting team is Nate McMillan. Starting at shooting guard, standing 6'5". Number 20, Rashad Bowman. At power forward, standing 6'8", number 12, Jabari Parker. Starting at the other guard, at 6'6", number 5, Michael Carter Williams. The big man, standing 6'11", number 15. Greg Monroe. A 6'4" from Greece, number 34. I'll take that cool. The head coach of your home team is Jason Kidd. Once again, your Milwaukee Bucks.
It's an Eastern Conference battle at the BMO Harris Bradley Center in Milwaukee as the Bucks look to work the home court advantage. Welcome to the Tuesday afternoon broadcast of the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge joins us from the sideline. And the Pacers start off with the ball. Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Teague and Monte are the guard set. George and Young are the forwards. And it's Turner in at the 5. Now here's Teague. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. And last season, Jason Kidd had to have hip surgery, which caused him to miss a large portion of the season. Casual fans might think, why can't he just sit and coach? But there's a physical toll to coaching, as we all know.
Absolutely there is, guys. I mean, constant moving, the traveling, engaging in practice, film watching, which requires a lot of sitting. I mean, coaching an NBA team is very stressful and demanding. And hip surgery, any type of surgery for that matter, can definitely have an impact on your ability to perform as a coach. I'm actually glad to see Jason Kidd fully recovered and back to coaching his team.
And everyone knows about Jabari Parker and how he has come back from a ACL knee injury he suffered as a rookie. The more time that passes from that ACL tear, the more explosive Parker looks on the floor, I think. Looks like he never, in fact, had any issues at all.
Yeah, that's a great point and a good observation. And I think his explosiveness has surprised a lot of people. This is a guy that's got power, going to the basket, and can finish through contact. And, man, he's a guy that I think is going to be a big-time scorer for a long time.
so he picks up just 1 from the line that time. And guys, when you take a look at the Pacers offensively, one of the least efficient teams in the league. How do they turn the corner in that regard?
Well, they've got to get more playmaking. They need more guys that can make plays. They had a low rate of assists and high rate of turnovers, and that's mainly attributable to not having enough playmakers.
Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession. About 1 minute into the first quarter, and Milwaukee has possession. Parker, a screen on Teague. Carter Williams kicks to Monroe. Unloads from 13, and it's sent back by Turner. Teague inside the line. Rebound, Milwaukee.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Oh, I like how Carter Williams spreads the ball around. I mean, he opens up a lot of opportunities for his guys to shoot it.
And it's the Pacers with the ball after the basket by Milwaukee. And it's George again missing.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Carter Williams kicks to Monroe. Here's the screen. Parker. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Even with the D up against him, Parker is good at keeping his focus. Doesn't lose sight of what he's trying to get done down there. Nice touch. And that touch really is something you can't teach.
Now here's Teague. He dishes it to Turner. Off the screen. And it's good for 2.
Well, it wasn't a textbook pick, but he still managed to score. Good concentration on the finish.
The Bucks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Carter Williams with it. Picked up by Teague. Carter Williams kicks to Monroe. And it's out of bounds to the Bucks as Milwaukee retains possession. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played. Just 5 on the clock. Screen by Monroe. Vaughn gets the bucket.
And Antetokounmpo just, showing you once again what an all-around superb talent he is. He really moves that ball on offense.
Now here's Teague. Outside, George. And Michael Carter Williams gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in.
The shots aren't dropping yet. They've missed 4 of their first 5 shots.
And a miss there off the inbound. Parker's shot is off.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Chalk up 2 there. Teague's got his first basket.
I don't know how Teague was able to hit that shot. Defender right on him, but still drains the jumper.
Carter Williams kicks to Monroe. Carter Williams sets a screen for Monroe. Here's Antetokounmpo. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Well, it's safe to say I think that Giannis' experiment at point guard last season was a tremendous success. Transitioned full time to that role after the All-Star break, and it was a revelation, and it really saw a boost to his numbers across the board.
That's good from Antetokounmpo. It didn't take long to see that Giannis would thrive as a point guard. He immediately became a triple-double machine.
And, he has the ball handling and vision to play the position really well, I think. His biggest strength is going to be using his height to his advantage. And you definitely wonder if he'll transform into the second coming. And I hesitate to say this when you talk about Magic Johnson. But at least in playing style and because of that size, he possibly could bring us to mind of Magic Johnson.
Now here's Ellis. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Shots good by Turner.
Well, that's a really solid decision by Ellis to throw the ball over to the open teammate, showing off his unselfishness there.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on George. And the foul on Monte Ellis. That's his first foul. Antetokounmpo against George. Feeds it to Carter Williams. And again, the Bucks miss.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Teague with a clean look. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Bucks leading by 3. Carter Williams with it. Parker outside. And the call will be against Jeff Teague. That is his first foul of the game.
Well, it's still early in the quarter, and they're only one foul away from being over the limit.
It's stolen by Teague.
And how about the stingy defense there to deny that pass?
And there's Paul George on the assist by Teague.
Just befuddling body control from George. I mean, taking the hit like a man and still getting all the way to the basket.
Now here's Parker. Six to shoot. Here's Monroe. Milwaukee, no good that time either. For Indiana, they've gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Young's shot is off.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you've got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
Yeah, you can see he's still in rhythm, even though he misses that one. Almost always deadly when he's that open.
Back to Parker. Monroe, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Shoots from 12. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
And that was a difficult shot from mid-range simply because the defense was engaged.
Yeah, and I think the quickness of the closeout really threw him off.
The Bucks have gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. Carter Williams dishes to Monroe. Parker against Young. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
Muscle up. That's what Parker's telling those guys trying to defend him in the paint. He's really good at establishing his post position down low.
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game.
Yeah, it's got to be concerned with all the missed shots here. And every team goes through cold streaks. You just got to figure out a way to stay productive.
And the best way to do that when you're missing shots is to get to the foul line. Be aggressive. Get to the foul line and knock down some of those freebies, and the tide can turn for you.
Pacers trail by 3. Outside Teague, inside Turner. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That one on Monroe.
At 6'11" and 243 pounds, Turner is physically imposing. He's a big man, though, with a delicate shooting touch from outside.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
First one falls for him. And you look at the roster of these Bucks. So many players on the team that can rise up and embarrass a defender. Not only can this team throw it down, they're looking to throw it down.
Yeah, they want to wreck that rim as much as they can. And if I had the leaping ability of guys like Giannis and Parker, I'd be doing the exact same thing. The Bucks actually led the league in percentage of shots that were dunks in 2016. They are an entertaining bunch and a throwdown group worth watching.
Now here's Carter Williams. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Young with the steal. Oh, and here we go. Ellis has got it. The fast break chance. They now take the lead.
And you know, throughout his career, Ellis has done a nice job of getting the and one shot to fall. He's excellent at drawing contact and still making the shot.
Beasley's checked in for Parker. Jefferson's checked in for the Pacers. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Pacers.
Tell you what, guys, they're showing us a lot of energy early on and racking up those fast break points.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
Now here's Beasley. Three-pointer, Dellavedova. It's good from long range. Dellavedova's got his first 3 points of the game.
You know what, guys? He can really light it up from the perimeter at times.
Down low and close. And Jefferson with a nice bucket inside. Jefferson's got it all tied up now for the Pacers.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth, physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Beasley. Step back shot. And good as it rattles through the hoop. Beasley's got his first bucket in this one.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
Over in the corner, Dellavedova. Offensive rebound, Bucks. The Pacers have gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. Teague for 3. Rebounded by Greg Monroe.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
The dish to Carter Williams. Dellavedova kicks to Beasley. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Beasley sets a screen for Carter Williams. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Antetokounmpo. That one a little long. Indiana trailing here. Now here's Teague. Outside Jefferson. Ellis outside. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Teague for 3. The offensive rebound. And here's George. Screen by Jefferson. Outside, George. Young. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Well, you've got to respect Young's pump fake on that play, and he knows you have to respect it and did a good job to get to the line.
The Pacers have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this game.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
And he makes the first.
And while Young is serviceable at the line, not terrible, there's still a lot of room for improvement.
A different look for Milwaukee. John Henson comes in for Monroe, and Mirza Teletovic subbed in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Indiana also making some changes. C.J. Miles, he's checked in for Paul George. Stuckey comes in for Ellis, and Brooks subbed in for Jeff Teague. Both shots good from the stripe. The Pacers last season improved their offense and keeping their defense steady.
And you know, Kevin, it was interesting because of the change in style. There was an expectation that the Pacers would make a bigger jump in the offensive numbers, and it didn't quite happen that way. The defense stayed about the same, and the offense didn't make as big a jump as was anticipated.
For Milwaukee, they have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
And that just has to improve, guys. I mean, the free throw shooting is something that has to get better. You're immediately putting yourself at a disadvantage when you shoot that poorly from the line.
That free throw good from Dellavedova.
You know, last season, and with the roster this young, you knew there would be growing pains. It's inevitable. You know, you can play inconsistent at times or simply play to the level of their opponent is what the Bucks were doing at times. All part of the process here, and they know they have to be patient.
And with the growing pains of the Bucks last season, turnovers were a part of those struggles. Happens to young teams, and they were no exception.
Hey, no pain, no gain. I know that's trite and simple, but it's real. You don't grow without some struggle. And the process of molding a team together takes time. Players figuring out their roles, coaches figuring out their players, and vice versa. Rotations being tweaked. I think it's just a matter of learning and growing through your mistakes, and down the road, they'll be much better for it.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, I spoke briefly with Nate McMillan. He said they have to do a good job of moving their feet defensively. That's the only way they're going to avoid getting dunked on. He said they also want to turn guys who are slashers into jump shooters. See if that works, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Bucks?
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
Yeah, also something I like out of them so far, they're throwing their bodies around in the paint, and the physicality is taking its toll.
That free throw missing. And the second free throw, good. The Pacers were a much improved team last season, and easy to see why with Paul George back in full health. But this is a team that was the #1 seed in the East back in 2014. How do they get back, guys, to that level?
Well, guys, it's a whole new roster, a whole new style of play for them, so growing pains are inevitable. I thought getting to the playoffs, pushing the Raptors to 7 games in the first round was a good step. Really hard to compare this team with the Hibbert and West teams that got to back-to-back conference finals. I mean, I think they need another difference maker alongside Paul George to continue to rise in the Eastern Conference.
You look back on the history of the Bucks, and it's just so rich with some of the biggest names in NBA history. So many great names that got their start or played some great basketball at one time or another for the Bucks.
Well, 2 of the biggest names in the history of the game. I mean, when you talk about Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and the Big O, Oscar Robertson, you don't get any bigger than those 2 names. You also have some of the great 2 guards that have played in this league, Ray Allen and Sidney Moncrief. You get the feeling that a few of the current players could end up being viewed as all-time great Bucks as well, particularly Giannis Antetokounmpo and Jabari Parker certainly have the ability to maybe get to that ring of honor in Milwaukee.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Milwaukee with the ball. Following the three-point attempt by Rodney Stuckey. And Teletovic kicks to Vaughn. Dellavedova, the pass to Teletovic. From past the arc. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results right now.
You're right. 3 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Brooks dishes to Stuckey. Screen by Jefferson. To the wing right side. Goes up the baseline. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Miles has got his first points in this one. Dellavedova kicks to Vaughn. And it's Henson atop the key. Beasley, the pass to Henson. Teletovic from outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Teletovic has got a couple of threes now in the first for the Bucks. Pacers trail by 8. 46 seconds left in the first quarter. Stuckey kicks to Brooks. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Henson with the screen. There's a good screen. Teletovic inside the line. It's rebounded by Indiana.
I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
Here's Brooks. Back to Stuckey. Screen by Jefferson. And no good trying to get that one. And that does it for the first quarter. Bucks ahead, up by 6. And we'll get going after this from the BMO Harris Bradley Center. back to more NBA action. Players looking hydrated and plenty of Gatorade to help them get their job done tonight. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
The roof is up right now, guys. It's raining in here. A lot of threes through the first.
Hey, sometimes when it rains, it pours, and they have not let up from beyond the arc.
Milwaukee leading by 6. On the court for Indiana, they've got C.J. Miles, Al Jefferson out there with Miles Turner. Then it's Brooks, and it's Stuckey in at the 2. Now here is Dellavedova. It's rebounded by Jefferson. And Indiana shooting 40% from the field. Stuckey outside. From outside, off the mark. Here's Vaughn. Off target from outside. Pacers trail by 6. In the corner, Miles with it. Nailed from three-point land. Miles has got the first basket of the second quarter for Indiana. Beasley the screen. And it's good, assisting on the play with Dellavedova. And that's now 6 points for Beasley.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior in this first half.
And Stuckey, despite not being that big, he never backs down from the opportunity to get a basket inside. As long as he's in rhythm from there, count it.
Here's Vaughn. And what was that about? Not a good shot right there. Brooks right side. Parked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Milwaukee. Carter Williams comes in for a shot. Vaughn. Then for the Pacers, Paul George, he's checked in for Jefferson. And it's Ellis in for Brooks. Milwaukee leading by 3. Carter Williams dishes to Teletovic. Here's the screen. Antetokounmpo kicks to Henson. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in.
Just too dominant in the low post to let him have the ball in that close.
Really simple opportunity for him. I mean, that's his bread and butter there.
And if you had to start a new team today, which small forward would you want? Kawhi Leonard or this guy, Paul George?
Well, I'm a little biased. It's a tough call, quite honestly. I mean, arguably the best two-way players in the game. Kawhi has elevated his game offensively, and we know what he does defensively. But for my money, being a former Pacer myself, I'm going PG on that one. Well, I tell you what, Paul George is one of the premier two-way players in the league, particularly at the defensive end. That's where he made his name initially. He's able to defend 4 positions on the floor because he's got a unique blend of size, athleticism, and want to. He wants to be an excellent defender.
And he's good on the second. And elite size at his position. Paul George is rangy.
Yeah, he is. He's listed at 6'9", and that's fairly close to true. I mean, he's grown since he came into the league. I've heard some say he's closer to 6'10" in shoes. I'm not quite going to go there because I've been eye to eye with PG. But whatever his real number is, his game is displayed in much bigger fashion, especially when you consider he is long and athletic and moves like a much smaller guy.
Now what's the pass to George? But they'll get another chance. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Boy, the hard work inside from Turner paying dividends. A real handful for the defense down low.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And he was 73% from the line a season ago. An average number in that regard.
Roof shot.
That free throw good from Turner. And the Bucks making a change here. Monroe's checked in. And the Pacers also making a change. Teague, he's checked in for Rodney Stuckey. Both free throws good from Turner.
Well, you know, the Bucks only have 1 title in their history as a franchise. But what a title it was, led by my favorite player of all time. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, known as Lou Alcindor back in the day, teamed up with the veteran Oscar Robertson, the Big O, to bring the Bucks that first title.
And taken away by Ellis.
And great job preventing that ball from coming into the post. Might have been an easy 2 if the defense wasn't there.
And George gets it to go. And you have to mention that 1971 title run by the Bucks. They were a force nobody could stop. Swept the finals in 4 games straight over the Baltimore Bullets.
Yeah, had 66 wins in that season as well, guys. And that was early in my formative years as a basketballer. Actually, when I first started locking into the NBA, a big Lou Alcindor fan. He was the 71 MVP in that championship year for the Bucks. And then he'd go on to win another MVP the following season. And ironically, those are the only 2 MVP trophies that a Buck has ever received.
Here's Ellis. Rebound, Milwaukee.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Jabari Parker took an unconventional route to rehab his knee after his ACL surgery. He trained in the Andes Mountains of Peru. The altitude helped his stamina, but Parker said it was also a trip that I took for character. We take a lot for granted. Kevin, even growing up poor in the U.S., Parker said, you don't realize how fortunate you are. Kevin?
Great stuff, D.A., and a great way to put that injury into perspective. Here's Turner after the made shot from Greg Monroe. That's it, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Turner.
Man, I love watching Turner pull up for the jumper. Always helps to have a bigger guy who can shoot the ball.
Back to Carter Williams. Stolen by Miles. Ellis wide open. Ellis can't get that one to fall either.
Boy, that's got to be deflating and disappointing to miss a wide open shot like that right in your wheelhouse.
Screened by Parker. Now here is Della Vedova. He's guarded closely. Clock at 6. George against Antetokounmpo. The shot will not fall. Excellent D there from George. Teague up top. Left side, Turner. Poke loose. On the wing, George. Antetokounmpo defending. Teague's got space. The shot's good on the assist by George. Teague's got the game tied up here for Indiana.
And you could tell Teague was looking for a shot on that play. Always had his hands up, ready to catch and fire.
Here's Della Vedova. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. The Bucks shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Della Vedova. 2 shots.
The first one falls. And the Pacers playing in one of the league's smallest markets. They've had some tough attendance numbers over the last 10 years.
And one of the best basketball facilities, I think, in all the NBA. And the city of Indianapolis actually stepped up in 2014. They promised over $160 million to help offset the team's losses over the following decade in exchange for the franchise extending its lease. Long term, hopefully the fan support enables them to stay where they belong in the heart of Indianapolis.
Now here's Teague. Ellis with the screen for Teague. Ellis kicks to Turner. The kick out to Teague. Lets it go with a 3. They grab their own miss. Second shot opportunity, and the Pacers tack on 2 more. The Bucks have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Screened by Parker. Carter Williams dishes to Parker. They get a hand on it, and stolen by Jeff Teague. And up the court come the Pacers on the break. And again, it's Indiana converting.
And one great play leads to another with Teague. His fast hands and fast feet making things happen.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
Well, you know, C.J. Miles was drafted right out of high school back in 2005 and has over a decade in the league now and really in his prime as an NBA player. He's a quality swing man, can give you good minutes whether he's starting or coming off the bench.
Here's Carter Williams. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Pass to Parker. Screen by Parker. Here's Monroe, and it's sent back by Turner.
What timing from Turner. I mean, that's a big part of blocking shots. Reading the shooter and then timing it perfectly to send that shot in reverse.
The Pacers making a change here. Young's checked in. Shot from the inbound. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To the middle. Here's Turner. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the way up. Turner's got 6 in the quarter. And Miles swinging to the power forward position defensively. We saw that throughout last season as the Pacers guys look to go small from time to time.
And, you know, the power forward position, not his best position defensively. Guys, his defense has improved overall in recent years, but his metrics defensively suffered because he was, in many cases, overmatched from a size standpoint. Offensively, he's a streaky shooter who can get it going from the three-point line and take you off the bounce in the paint.
For Indiana, they have shot 10 of 13 from the free throw line. 2 shots. That free throw good from Turner.
When you're hot, and that's certainly been the case for Turner. He's got 13 points and 4 blocks.
And we're seeing him at his very best today. Just really a joy to watch.
Well, I know I'm thoroughly enjoying it because he's amazing when he's on top of his game like this.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Bucks trail by 6. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Right wing. Antetokounmpo gets to Carter Williams. It's tipped. Turner with the steal. Teague against Carter Williams. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And you look at Young, and clearly he's a little undersized when he gets inside, but he knows how to create contact and use his body effectively.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
2 shots.
That's good from Young. Second free throw, no good. Milwaukee has gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up.
You know, one of the hardest things to do is to live up to the word potential when it's thrown around the player for so long. That was certainly the case with Antetokounmpo for most of his career. I mean, he's lived up to the hype and is realizing everything that fans hoped he would become when he first started his journey in the NBA.
That's good from Antetokounmpo. As you said, potential can be a curse at times. So many players fizzle out after flashing moments of greatness. Giannis is living up to the hype.
Yeah, and I think you've got to give his coaching staff a lot of credit for that because they've been believers in Antetokounmpo throughout his career, and that helps, especially with a young player. They've brought him along, I think, at just the right pace. Took some time to figure out how best to use such a unique talent with his size, but I think he's got a great upside and will be a real force for years to come.
And that one's good, Ellis.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Yeah, and it should help them increase their separation here. I mean, this has been an impressive offensive output.
Now here's Carter Williams. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Here's Parker, and he gets that one to go off the front iron.
And how about the focus of Parker? I mean, the defense tossing everything his way, and he still knocks it down.
And here's Indiana. They're on a 15-6 run. Screen by Young. Young sets a screen for T. Rebound by Monroe. Monroe's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys, but as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
Now here's Carter Williams. Count it, and the Pacer lead has been cut to just 3 points on the basket from Monroe.
Man, I love how intense Monroe is in the paint. If he has the ball close to the bucket, he's thinking about scoring every time, which is how you should think when you're inside.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Timeout called, the Bucks.
Started.
Come on, Bradley Center. You better.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. John Henson's checked in for Monroe. Here's a Teletovic comes in for Parker. Michael Beasley, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo, and it's Vaughn in for Matthew Dellavedova. Then for the Pacers, Rodney Stuckey's checked in for Ellis, and Brooks subbed in for Jeff Teague. It's taken away by Stuckey. And now Stuckey running the floor all by himself.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially, Greg, when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
And the foul on Al Jefferson. That'll be his second foul of the game. Bucks trail by 7. Carter Williams kicks to Vaughn. Back to Carter Williams. Now Teletovic. He's got 6. 6 on the shot clock. Floats one up, and it's finished off by Carter Williams as he lays it in. Carter Williams has got his first points of the game. Brooks kicks to George. We've got 1:55 left to play here in the second quarter. The shot, the rebound by the Bucks.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
On the pass to Carter Williams. Beasley the screen. Carter Williams dishes to Beasley. And it's good, 2 points. And now just a 3-point Pacer lead.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jefferson.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
There's 1:17 left in the first half of basketball. Vaughn kicks to Carter Williams. Henson with the screen. And Teletovic now top of the key. The offensive rebound. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Here's Vaughn. There's 47 seconds left in the first half of the game. Henson's shot is off. Indiana's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. And it's Brooks in the corner. Pass to Stuckey. Trying his luck deep. A shot off that time. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. Carter Williams, the pass to Beasley. And there's the foul. It'll go on Aaron Brooks. That's his first foul. Seconds left now here in the second. Here's Teletovic. That's a good shot, and now he's 3 for 7.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations, Greg, have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
Here's George. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Brooks. And it's 7 points for George.
George doesn't mind taking advantage of every chance to knock down the mid-range jump shot.
And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Pacers lead by 1. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Jason, a hard-fought first half. How do you assess the game so far?
We're going to need everybody. And the one thing we got to do is we can't settle. We got to keep attacking and get the ball in the paint.
Use that only for your advantage. Thanks, Jason. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson, joined by Kenny Smith, right there. And Shaquille O'Neal, he's right there. Welcome to the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. So it's Indiana who's out on top at the half. They lead by 1. And we'll go to Kenny first. What'd you see out there?
Well, they made a concerted effort to get out on the fast break. Dunks, alley-oops, run the lanes at every opportunity, and it's wearing the defense down.
And now, Shaq, let's get your opinion on Milwaukee.
Well, the reserves came in and played like starters. Gave them some big points off the bench. It'll be no surprise to see them get more minutes in the second half. They definitely deserve it. Though sometimes when you get more minutes, you get exposed. We shall see.
And that'll do it, as the second half is just about ready to begin. Back to Kevin Harlan. We will see you after the game. Hey, watch yourself.
We're celebrating. We're the best.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. A fantastic game from Miles Turner in this one.
Unbelievable the way he dominated that offensive glass in those first 2 quarters. Just a great effort for him for the entire half.
Guys, you've heard me say it before, but persistence pays. And it takes that kind of persistence to be a successful offensive rebounder. As a fellow glass eater, I know of which I speak. Those guys that rebound effectively don't give up on it.
The Bucks trail. Parker and Monroe together inside. Vaughn is out there with Michael Carter-Williams. And it's Antetokounmpo in at the 3 spot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Now here's Teague. Craig Monroe unable to get his shot to go. Teague kicks to George. No good off the front iron.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly, and I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, that was just a terrible shot. You can see how much the defense respects him. I mean, they were all over him on that look.
Puts it up from 12, and it's Young. That time on the assist by Teague. Young's got the first basket of the second half. That one for the Pacers.
And when when you think of attack guards, ones who get into the lane at will, Jeff Teague certainly comes to mind. I mean, a great athlete, and it all starts for him with dribble penetration.
Now here's Parker, 6 on the shot clock. Monroe, blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Monroe's got 6.
That really just, to me, speaks to the focus of Greg Monroe. I mean, it doesn't matter if you're in his jersey. He's going to extend over you and find a way to get his shot off and in.
Ellis dishes to George. To the inside. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. And talking about Teague, once he blows by defenders, he can hurt you in a number of ways.
Yeah, I mean, a great drive and dish playmaker, owns a nice little teardrop. He's also gotten better at drawing contact and working himself to the line.
That free throw, no good. So he can't get either to fall.
Well, he's been having a great game at the line. He'd like to have that one back.
Fires the 3, and he's good on the 3 ball. 5 points in the game. This game has a lot of character here in the third period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this one.
Now here's Teague. 6 points for him. Shoots the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And the Pacers lead by 1.
If you give Teague enough room out there beyond the arc, he won't hesitate to make you pay.
Carter Williams, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Here's Vaughn. Thaddeus Young grabs the miss. Young's got 6 rebounds here tonight. From deep, George. Rebound, Milwaukee. Carter Williams has got 4 rebounds in this game. There's the pass to Vaughn. And taken away by Ellis. Here's George. Second chance shot.
Just one moment where Young catches you the wrong way, and he'll find his way to the free throw line.
He's made 3 of his 4 free throw attempts in the game. And that one falls for Young. C.J. Miles, he's checked in for George. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Monroe, right side. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Outside Teague, dishes to Young from 15 feet away, and that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Teague's got 6 assists in the game. Parker, right side, and it's sent back by Turner. From deep, Ellis. Rebound, Milwaukee. Monroe's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Bucks trail by 5. To the paint. To stop the run, and the foul on Miles Turner. Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for the Bucks.
In your Bucks, Matthew Dellavedova.
Quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Here's Antetokounmpo. The rebound by Young. Pacers leading by 5. Over in the corner, Ellis hits the 3-point bombs. Ellis has got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Greg, no question about it. They found a nice rhythm from deep.
Now here is Dellavedova. 10 points for him. Drops in the tray.
And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
Monroe against Turner. He kicks it to Young. Can't capitalize on the good screen. Pass to Dellavedova. They set the pick. Antetokounmpo kicks to Parker. Back to Antetokounmpo. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Well, I tell you what, the long arms of Antetokounmpo are really incredibly lethal in the paint. Sometimes the defense really has no choice but to foul him and then hope he misses.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Pacers.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
He hits the second from the line.
You know, when it comes to versatility, the Greek freak, Giannis, is one of the very best in the league. I mean, his shooting, ball handling, and defense are really otherworldly.
Here's Vaughn. He's got 5. No problems knocking that one down. Vaughn's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Teague with the ball. He's got 9. The feed now to Miles. Back to Teague. Lock at 6. To the middle. And the rejection by Monroe.
Man, I like the recognition from Monroe there. Actually, I love the recognition. His timing on these blocks, impeccable.
And here's Miles outside. That ball. Nice speed that time from Turner. Miles has got 10 points in the game. Here's Monroe. And another basket for Milwaukee.
Nice precision from the mid-range from Monroe. Really good at measuring his jump shots.
Stolen by Dellavedova. Stops. Pops. The shot. No good. Great D that time from T. And Miles kicks to Young. Goes up to the stripe. Hits some rim on the way in. And the bucket's good. 11 points in the game. Bucks trail by 5. Dellavedova, the pass to Vaughn. Left side, Antetokounmpo. The Pacers pull it in.
Can't get anything to drop. I mean, the way he's going, it's probably not something he should try and shoot his way out of.
Well, they say you should shoot your way out of it, but his teammates probably have other thoughts in mind. The last thing they want to see him doing is continuing to cast that jumper up.
Dellavedova kicks to Vaughn. Screened by Parker. Feeds it to Monroe. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Looking at the game Greg Monroe has been having, he has 8 points, and he's added a steal to his stat line also.
You know what? The number is not huge, but he has been doing some valuable defensive work for them.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And as for last season, he was a 74% shooter at the line.
First free throw is good.
You know, at 6'11", Greg Monroe is no easy cover, especially given his soft shooting touch from mid-range.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Mirza Teletovic comes in for Jabari Parker, and it's Beasley in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Indiana also making some changes. Al Jefferson's checked in for Young. Stuckey comes in for Ellis, and it's Brooks in for Jeff Teague. Pacers leading by 6. Kicks it to Brooks. No good from outside. Milwaukee's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Now here is Dellavedova. 13 points in the game. Teletovic from outside. Offensive rebound. Here's Vaughn. but he stays with it. Over Stuckey. They had a number of cracks at it, but came away empty-handed. For Indiana, they've gotten half their shots to drop in the second half up to this point, going 7 of 14. He feeds it to Miles. No good on the triple. Bucks trail by 6. Over the pass to Vaughn. 8-pointer, Teletovic. Good on the three-point shot. Teletovic has got 11 points.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big time mistake.
Now here's Brooks. Inside. And Turner the bucket on the assist by Brooks. 16 points for Miles Turner.
I tell you what, Turner just has a beautiful touchdown on the block. I mean, you get the ball where he wants it, he'll deliver for you.
It's stolen by Jefferson. The dish to Turner. Brooks kicks to Jefferson. Here's Stuckey. Again, Indiana.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Here's Vaughn, following the basket by Rodney Stuckey. Back to Dellavedova. The 19-footer is on the money. He's got 15. Pacers leading by 5. Brooks outside. Down low. Here's Jefferson. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Brooks has got 3 assists in the game. Dellavedova kicks to Teletovic. Pulls it up. And that one goes long.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Yeah, come on now. You got to remember it's a team game. He's got 4 teammates out there with him. I don't think he needs to try to do it all by himself like that.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
The first free throw is good.
It's been a nice game for Jefferson. He has 8 points and 2 steals as well.
John Henson's checked in for Monroe. The Pacers also changing it up. Paul George comes in for Miles Turner. And it's Ellis in for Aaron Brooks. He makes 1 of 2 that time. Bucks trail by 8. Passes it to Vaughn. He tries for 3. It's rebounded by Jefferson. Jefferson's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Indiana moving it around. Ellis dishes to Jefferson, pushing their lead to double digits. Jefferson's got 10 points.
And Ellis is just a speed merchant in everything he does. Whipping the ball around the floor is just one of his many attributes. Monte Ellis, hard to believe he's got over a decade in the league already, right out of high school back in the mid-2000s. This guy is an outstanding scorer, driver, and surprisingly good as a playmaker, too. If you let him get to his right hand, you're in a real trouble.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Carter Williams is checked in. Teletovic the screen. Carter Williams the pass to Henson. And Teletovic kicks to Carter Williams. Uses the glass to finish the lane.
Well, I like the toughness shown by Carter Williams inside. Not afraid to go up against the trees in the paint.
Stuckey outside. Jefferson down low. Working on Henson. Jefferson's shot is off.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim. You can see that they're not as aggressive from the three-point arc. They had far more attempts in the first half.
That's good from Henson. Indiana leading by 5. Ellis kicks to George. Looking for Jefferson. He gets it there. Ellis outside. In the corner. George with it. Here's Jefferson. It's blocked. And here is Carter Williams. Back to Beasley. The basket good off the assist from Carter Williams. And that's 10 points for Beasley.
You love to see your point guard serving it up and sharing the sugar. Carter Williams really putting an emphasis on getting the rock to his teammates.
Now here's Ellis. 9 points in the game so far. George dishes to Jefferson. And that one, good. Jefferson's got 7 points for the quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Carter Williams can't get it to go.
Not the best shot right there with a good defender draped all over you.
I agree with you. I mean, not the shot they were hoping for, but he can really cause problems with his defense.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Here's Carter Williams. Paul George making his last shot. On its way from Beasley for 2. But they get it back. Dellavedova, the pass to Carter Williams. Over to the left wing. And Zaletovic kicks to Dellavedova. He dishes it to Carter Williams. To the inside. Shot clock at 6. Henson's shot is off. Ellis outside. Misses. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Indiana out in front, up by 7. And we'll get going after this from the BMO Harris Bradley Center. And now a sneak peek into the huddle with Coach Jason Kidd.
One possession at a time. No offensive rebounds, and help and talk to each other on defense.
Defensive rebounding, a big emphasis for Coach Jason Kidd, and something he'll obviously continue to harp on.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. If you start giving it up on the offensive glass, very few good things are going to happen to your team, and that becomes really deflating.
Well, welcome back as we get set to start the fourth. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. On the court right now for the Pacers. George and Young are the forwards. Teague and Stuckey are the guard tandem. And it's Jefferson in at the 5, roaming the paint.
What a smart pass by Carter Williams right there.
Teague kicks to George. Releases. And again, it's Indiana converting.
Well, that's a smooth-looking jumper by Paul George. I mean, he's one of the more gifted scorers in the league, and there's no place on the floor where he can't hurt you.
Count it, and the Pacer lead has been cut to just 7 on the basket from Henson.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
From deep, George drills it from outside. George has got 9 points now in just the second half.
It took a long time for him to get that first triple. Let's see now, though, if he can get going.
Zaletovic the screen. Here's Dellavedova, and another basket for Milwaukee.
Yeah, not a perfectly set screen there, but got in just enough room to get that shot off.
Teague dishes to Stuckey. Young, a screen on Zaletovic. Stuckey passes to George. To the paint. Here's Jefferson. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got assist number 5 here tonight.
Yeah, nice unselfishness by George, zipping the ball to one of his guys as soon as he sees him open to get the shot off.
Now here's Carter Williams. Dellavedova kicks to Carter Williams, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
Now Teague. Here's Stuckey. And Henson pulls it down. Henson's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Beasley dishes to Carter Williams. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Teletovic inside the line. No good that time. Good defensive work there by Young. Floats one up. It's blocked. Now here is Dellavedova. Started by Stuckey, and it's Dellavedova missing.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Stuckey kicks to T. On its way from Young for two. Indiana again missing.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take. Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Greg Monroe, he's checked in for Henson. Jabari Parker comes in for Mirza Teletovic. And it's Vaughn in for Matthew Dellavedova. The Pacers also with a sub. Turner's checked in. Now here's George. A baseline J. Yep, right through the net. George has got 9 points in the quarter.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
Carter Williams, the pass to Monroe. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And Monroe is definitely a bully down inside. I mean, the defense doing all they can to match his physicality, but all they end up doing is committing fouls.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Monroe. And the Bucks making a change here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. And so Monroe nails both of them.
And not a single free throw attempt in that first half, but he has been far more active since the break and drawn some fouls.
It's stolen by Carter Williams. Parker dishes to Carter Williams. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Back to Carter Williams. Shot clock at 6. Here's Monroe. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Monroe's got 9 points here in the second half. Stuckey kicks to T. To the middle. Here's Young. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Talk about some great numbers for Young. 11 rebounds, and the contribution from the line for him, he's made 5 free throws.
I mean, he hasn't been afraid to draw a little bit of contact on his way to the basket. Some guys shy away from that.
The first one falls. All free throws good from Thaddeus Young.
He's not a very good free throw shooter, but what a game he's having at the line right now.
Here's Carter Williams. Antetokounmpo kicks to Vaughn. Here's Monroe, and another basket for Milwaukee.
And you can just see he's a different player since coming back from halftime.
T kicks to George. George double team, stolen by Monroe. Carter Williams against T. Carter Williams can't get it to go.
Well, smooth around the rim definitely is not the word I'd use to describe him. He's got some rough edges to him.
And he has starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Here's Carter Williams. Thaddeus Young picking up that last basket. And there's the pass to Parker. Baseline try, and it's sent back by Turner. And that one's good. Parker. Indiana leading by 4. To the inside. It's tipped. Turner passes to Teague. Turner with a screen on Carter Williams. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. Milwaukee's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Teague. Antetokounmpo against George. Now here's Antetokounmpo. He's tightly guarded. They grab their own miss. Monroe. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And when Monroe has the ball, he's a real handful. I mean, he's skilled at drawing contact on the shots, and he's a good passer.
Taking 2 shots.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. Monte Ellis, he's checked in for Indiana. He hits the second from the line. Here's Teague. Shot's good by Turner. And the Pacers lead by 5.
And Teague knew that he would be open there. Great patience and vision from the point man.
There's Vaughn. They grab their own miss. And another shot. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
Nothing too fancy, just simple execution. That's getting the job done when they need to make every possession count.
Completely agree with that, Clark. They need stops and really can't afford any wasted possessions. Those inside shots are nice, high percentage looks.
And the free throw, no good.
Some good numbers for Carter Williams. He has 8 points and a huge helping of assists as well.
No doubt about it. He's the conductor, the band leader, Clark. And this offense has really performed at a high level.
Paul George with the steal. Dishes it to Teague. Lets it go from 14. Rebound, Milwaukee. Parker's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Carter Williams. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Charity stripe shot. And the shot falls short this time. Pacers leading by 3. There's the feed to Ellis. Back to George. He kicks it to Turner. The shot's good on the assist by George. 20 points for Miles Turner.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Carter Williams dishes to Parker. Carter Williams sets a screen for Parker. Passes it to Vaughn. The 3. But they'll get another chance. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Shooting for Milwaukee, Greg Monroe. At the line for 2.
And the first one at the line is good. And so Monroe nails both of them. Pacers leading by 3. T kicks to Ellis. Here's the 3. Craig Monroe with the rebound.
And maybe, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
Carter Williams, the pass to Parker. Inside, here's Monroe. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's going to be on Miles Turner. You know, it's apparent there what a leader he is, always communicating it and keeping everyone on the floor in sync.
And Kevin, that's such a good point. You know, it doesn't always show up in the box score, but those leadership qualities of his are just as valuable to this team as anything else that he does.
And the first one drops. And so Monroe nails both of them. And so here is Indiana. They've led by as much as 10. T kicks to George. George double teamed. And here's Ellis from beyond the arc. That doesn't go either for Ellis.
He's had an off game thus far, but his team has been able to pick up the slack and find a way to get it done here.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Now here is George. Feeds it to Ellis. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Take a look at what Ellis has done so far. 9 points, and he's come up with a couple of nice steals today, too.
Clark, just a very energetic brand of defense.
2 shots. And he makes the first.
And, you know, Ellis is always in attack mode. He's looking for opportunities to score the ball when he's out there. He's an outstanding shooter who can make big shots and carry your offense at times.
He hits both from the stripe. Bucks trail by 3. Carter Williams with it, and it's Monroe at the elbow. From the baseline, and Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
Simply can't shake Antetokounmpo. I mean, when he has the ball in a good spot, he's just too hard, too tough for whatever the defense throws at him. Impossible to guard this guy.
Now here's Teague, and it's slammed in by Young.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Vaughn can't get it to go.
Well, he's building a house with those bricks. I mean, one reason is he keeps trying to force it up when he's defended well. Move the ball, share the sugar.
At the line for the Pacers, Monte Ellis. 2 shots.
No good on that one. He hits the second from the line.
He did the important part at the line there, the heavy lifting, if you will. Made this a 2-possession game.
Parker outside. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
Really impressed by the attitude of Parker, commanding the rock in crucial moments. That's big.
Picked him clean. Out of bounds, Indiana takes possession. Ellis on top. Kicks it to T. Outside, George. Count the basket and the foul. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Hey, when you got a player like George, in these moments, you turn to him. He knows how to deliver in the clutch. They haven't been effective against George. He has 20 points and 6 assists. He's been tough on the inside and displayed great vision with his passing, too.
And you know what? He is the total package today, giving them a little bit of everything.
He's got ice water in his veins, fellas. No way he's going to miss from the line when the game's still hanging in the balance. I've seen him make too many in this situation.
Now here's Carter Williams. Here's Monroe. The basket good off the assist from Carter Williams. Monroe's got 22.
You know, Monroe's eyes light up whenever his team is looking for a key basket, just taking control of the possession and dominating whoever's in front of him.
Here's George. George double teamed. Turner dishes to Young. That one goes in. He's got 19.
Boy, Thaddeus Young stepping up in a big way at a critical time. Well done.
Now here's Carter Williams. Here's Monroe. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
He's so tough to guard. He can fake you one way and then just spin right by you.
The Pacers making a switch here. Jefferson's checked in. That free throw good from Monroe.
Those and ones can be really critical moments in a tight game like this one.
T kicks to George. He can't get it to go. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. To the inside. Gone gets the bucket.
Great move to get to the rim. I think they're going to take the aggressive approach down the stretch.
And, Greg, you know that's never a bad idea to be the aggressor. I mean, what a ball game we've got going on here, guys.
Here's George following the bucket by the Bucks. He had a nice open look right there. 15 points for Monte Ellis.
How about that cool, collected, calm nature of Ellis? Not being overwhelmed by the moment and just knocking down the shot.
Now here's Monroe. Antetokounmpo kicks to Vaughn. Sinks it. Oh, that was an enormous three-pointer.
Oh, that's the shot of the game.
Well, he was fearless enough to get it up and down, and it paid off for him.
Here's Jefferson. It's good!
Just look at what Jefferson is doing.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They're losing by 2. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Oak.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Jason Kidd went over with his team. He talked about X's and O's, but he also said, hey guys, we got to trust each other, stick together, and leave it all out on the floor. See if they've got enough left to get over the top.
There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
And I bet you'll never see too many guys who can put forth an effort on the boards like this one.
Yeah, as a former outstanding rebounder myself, I can certainly appreciate what this guy is doing. An extraordinary combination of talent and desire is what allows him to do what he's done today. Great performance.
Now here's Parker. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. And Young comes over to help. And the foul on Al Jefferson. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and just the bonus, we'll head to the line for 2.
At the line for your Bucks, Greg Monroe. At the line for 2.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And he ends up making the second, and that narrows the gap to 1. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure. It's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they got to try to manage it.
first one, and that will put them up by 2. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 3-point game.
Those were pressure-packed free throws, and he looked as cool as he could be. So big to give them that 3-point lead.
Teague against Carter Williams. And Monroe kicks to Vaughn. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
That's his 4th personal. Penalty situation. Shooting for Milwaukee, Rashad Vaughn at the line for 2.
He hits the first one, and that brings them within 2 here. He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul. Drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ballgame.
Clutch free throws there. That should ensure they're going home with the W.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They're losing by 4. 11 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Guys, what's your take?
Yeah, coach is telling them take the easy points in a hurry and then foul as soon as possible.
Yeah, but you don't want to foul blindly, though. I think teams make a mistake when they do that. Go for the steal. See if you can force a mistake, and then see what happens after that.
Here's Carter Williams. Vaughn, the pass to Monroe. Vaughn kicks to Carter Williams. And again, the Bucks miss. So a close game sees Indiana take this one. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Al, you guys pounded them inside. How do you think your team played tonight?
We made some mistakes, that made us pay. But we just kept pounding the ball inside, and, we outmatched them on the inside, so that's what we did, and we came out with the victory.
Love the old school ball, Al. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you so much, Kevin. And with this one in the books, we're ready to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Miles Turner. There's a good reason he had a double-double. He outworked his opponent and outthought his opponent pretty much the entire night.
His accuracy, wow. I was blown away by how consistent he was throughout this game. There's a part of you that thinks like, okay, another one and another one. It's going to be another one that goes in, and then you realize, you know what, it's just his night.
He's a road warrior because he was on that edge in that game tonight. Oh, my boy. That's what we don't always see from this guy. But tonight, road warrior.
And that's it for tonight. But we've got a whole new NBA season ahead of us. For Shaquille O'Neal, For Kenny the Jet Smith, for Kevin Harlan wherever he might be, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again very soon.